Greetings, this is this, and I'm me, and I'm eager to see what awaits us today. I have 18 gems. So, if the schoolroom is available, schoolhouse, I would absolutely love to get that. Actually, I maybe should just check there first, because I could draft a classroom at one of these spots. Well, it wouldn't be the best to draft a classroom at one of these spots, I guess. Ooh, courtyard! We upgraded the courtyard last time, and now it comes with 2 gems. Super nice. Okay. So yeah, last time, before the end of the day, my accounts were frozen. But the freezer wasn't. So I have a ton of money and a ton of gems. So like I'm saying, the schoolhouse would be a really good one to get today. But, you know, whatever we get, I would think it's a day that we won't run out of gems at least. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? How did I end up freezing my accounts with that many gems? Like freezing, yeah, you know? Like that's crazy. Let's see. It's here. Okay. We might, don't get too excited, but we might get to actually do the final exam today. Take the final exam, whatever that even means. I've studied. I've taken all my notes, but what if I still fail? I could still fail because all the notes are from so long ago now that, like, what if there were notes that I remembered in the moment, but I don't remember anymore? I don't know how much of a real test it is. But it is something that you can get an achievement for. So I don't know how important it is for, like, other elements of progress, but it has progress in that sense. It is literally an achievement getting task. Where is it? Oh, diploma trophy. Ace the classroom final exam. It's right there, guys. It's right there. So I just have to be able to draft all the classrooms. And then mailroom, corridor, or bedroom closet? No. Just have to be able to draft all the classrooms and succeed. Easy. Totally easy and doable. And nothing to complain about at all, except I'm just a little concerned, guys. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable, but where are all the classrooms? I'm supposed to be getting some classrooms today, so I was just wondering, like, maybe when those were going to be showing up in my draft pool. I just thought that, like, they would be here, and they're not. They're still not. Did I do something wrong? Is it me? Did I do something? Okay, a shovel would be great because I'm getting jealous of the fact that I have all these dig spots around and today's Simon can't dig them. I'm jealous of yesterday's Simon. Yesterday's Simon would have gotten those taken care of post haste. I guess I can do security. And then, what do we change this stuff to? Low and unlocked. Yeah, 1 wind-up key makes sense. One wind-up key. Okay, so when you don't have anything for safety, just set it to low and unlocked. Back. Is there anything else to look at here? No, we could do an experiment, but I don't know if I need to do that. I mean, I do need to do experiments and or put the furnace next to the, what's it called? Freezer in order to fully melt it. You either put the furnace and the freezer directly next to each other, or you have to do a whole bunch of experiments in the house so that the radiation level goes up or something. I don't know, okay? These ramblings of people and their notes and whatnot, I don't know if they're crazy. Like, why am I always listening to the notes, you know? These people could have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know if the staff here was reliable. Why should I trust any of this? What if my uncle Grunkle, what if he was crazy, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to go observatory or bedroom closet. Because I guess we'll get this because it's a dead end. I don't want to waste the library is all I was gonna say. Thank you. I'm starting to think that something has gone terribly wrong. Because there have been 0 classrooms. 0. So, did they glitch the perfect day to get classrooms? Because it feels like that's what happened, and it makes me want to cry if that's what happened. But I'll wait. A statement with an odd number of words is always true. The gems are in the box with the most words. This is annoying. False statements have less than 6 words. That's not true. This box has gems. Okay, well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 11 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4. So we needed to know about... Okay. Where's my pencil? Just real quick here. So we have 11, 10. Was this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. And 4. We needed to care about odd. We needed to care about the most. We needed to care about less than 6. Okay, if we start here, a statement with an odd number of words is always true. That has an odd number of words, so it being true makes perfect sense. That would mean that the one below it is not always true, because it has 10. But it would mean that this next one, false statements have less than 6 words, is always true, because it's 7. So, false statements have less than 6 words. So that would mean that's not true is false, which makes sense because we said that it was true. And it would make this false. This box has gems. So this would be false. This would be true and then false. Okay. And then this would be... well, we don't know. Oh, okay, wait, no, maybe we know. So this is a false box. This is a true and false box. So this would have to be a completely true box. Which we thought the first one was true. And then the one at the bottom. We just knew that it wasn't always true. But that doesn't mean it couldn't be true. The gems are in the box with the most words. That would be this box. Let's just go for it. Seems like I'm assuming a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I didn't check the other options. I was assuming that because it said, I guess you can close it and look at it again. I was making an assumption that because it says a statement with an odd number of words is always true, is not always true for the one, like the one below could have been true or false is the assumption that I was making. And then this box had to have all true statements because this one had a true and a false statement, and this one had a false statement. But like there was probably a configuration of true and falses to assume that gave a more concrete thing than an assumption. But I figured I have so many gems anyway. It's, you know, well, that's fine. Just finish the room. Okay, classroom. Now this is the first of 9. I don't like the first of 9 being all the way on rank 3. That doesn't bode very well for us in terms of spacing, but okay. At least this classroom's turned the right direction, like it's a good direction to turn, right? So let's draft the next one. Okay. Classroom. Why does it look so empty? Like, doesn't this section look so wide open? Is it always like that? I guess maybe it's always like that. Okay. Oh, I only have one key. That's crazy. I'm gonna go to the West Wing Hall instead. I don't know. Let's just try it. If I get locked out of progressing, I'm going to lose my mind. Like a locked door is what stops me. There are actually so many ways that you can lose, even if you have 17 gems. This is so unfortunate, like, that I'm now remembering all of these things. Because I was thinking there's pathing and there are steps, but, like, you know, we'll just do our best. But, like, there's keys too. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Get the garage because it has 3 keys, but then my pathing is so bad. I have to go classroom here. Could you give me a key? Perhaps? Do these classrooms seem different to you guys? I mean, I get that the windows are open, which is rare. I feel like I don't get to draft them near the outside walls that often, but, like, it just seems kind of different to me. I don't know why. Okay, please don't be locked. Oh, thank God. Okay, classroom again. But every time that I draft a classroom, there's a very, very, very low chance that I get another item. Okay, and see, we got another item, but it was a gem. So, like, I'm not getting the opportunity to get keys, which I really do need. I guess we have to go this way. Thank God it wasn't locked. Locksmith has the keys that I need, but do I really put a dead end here? Yes. I think we should. And then buy the lockpick kit. Thank you. Why can't I see how much money I have? Can you guys see how much money I have? Why do I feel like I still can't see how much money oh, there we go. I'm like, I know it's right behind the, like, recording widget thing, but, like, it's that thing is somewhat see-through. And so for something as bold as the gold coins, like, I can see that up there. Even though it's obscured, I can see it. I couldn't see anything. I was like, am I crazy? Okay, let's get the special key as well. Yeah. Okay, cannot believe I spent money on that. And 3 keys for $12. Okay. Did that solve and or stop our problem? We shall see. So now I have to go back to the parlor. I just have to make sure that we don't draft any dead ends until I have more pathing. Unlock the door. Regular key or lockpick kit, whatever. Okay. So the classroom goes into the foundation, which gives us 2 paths. I guess that's good. I would like to pass to that lower section, but yeah, we can take the classroom here, I guess. Okay. The doors opening on their own is pretty creepy, but okay. The hallway thing, I don't really think it's going to come down to that, but maybe. Okay. Okay, 2 regular doors. sure. This way. The pool. Okay. More pathing. And some trunks. These trunks cost keys to open though, so I'm gonna leave them for now. Okay. The vault. I don't know if the vault is something that I necessarily should be focusing on right now. I might just want to do Mount Holly gift shop. Like, classrooms are our ultimate priority today. So let's just do gift shop for pathing. I still can't buy anything here, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. Keep going. Another classroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is classroom number 6. This over the commissary? Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Rich kid. Rich kid Noah. Oh, that makes so much sense. Absolute sense. You guys know Plave? No, Noah from Plave? He would come to school with gold coins and a gem. Okay. We keep going? Okay. I have so many redraws, but what is the point? Like, what would I want to get? The commissary? Sure, because we could buy the shovel or the sledgehammer, maybe. So maybe I just go commissary. Oh, the other option would be utility closet. Yeah, let's actually check for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Classroom number 7. I mean, it's nice, but no, this is a good, like, it's a good dead end spot, and that's like the one final thing that could kill us at this point. You know? I think I have enough money to go and get more keys if I were to need them, and I have enough gems. But if a security door shows up as our last door that we can go through, we're stuck. So, maybe we can try and get that. Redraw again. Yes! Okay. Utility closet. Perfect. Keycard entry system off. Gymnasium off. Garage on. Okay. There we go. Now, I guess up this way. Oh, that was weird. The lockpick kit like showed up and then it went away. I think my game is glitching out today. Okay, commissary. We can just get it now. Sledgehammer and shovel. Nice. Let's buy them both. Thank you. This is rooms that point north, right? Wow, yeah, like... no? Are things weird today? I don't know. Okay, and then back here... break the locks. Break the locks. Okay, we got our money back. And then some, maybe. And we got another key. Cool. Okay. Commissary pathing and foundation pathing. They both have a way to go. Okay. Let's go foundation because we can dig. Turnip. Okay. Perfect. Salty turnip. Rusty old nail. Don't step on it, Simon. That's it. Okay, that's it. Let's go this way. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I'll go kitchen. But this means that the commissary pathing is my only pathing, which is really scary. I'm not ready to be devastated. I'm not prepared. Wood-fired pizzas for furnace. Okay. Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Please just don't devastate me. If you just don't devastate me, then we won't have any problems, right? Things don't have to be this way. Things don't have to be horrible. Should I use the silver key if it's locked? Maybe, yeah. Okay, it's not locked. Okay. Classroom does point up. Good enough for me. This is classroom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 2 more. I hate only having 1 pathing though. 2 more, guys. 2 more. Salty apple. Here we go. Pointing up. I mean, if it points any direction, it's okay. So let's save the key. Okay, like the special key. At least when I draft off of classrooms, I have a whole bunch of redraws. So the question is, do I redraw until I get a classroom? Draft it, and then draft 1 more classroom after that, and just get it all done? Or do I draft something that has extra pathing? The gymnasium has extra pathing. We could totally do this. I'm gonna do it, but I'm scared. What if it was the wrong choice? But I didn't want to have a classroom situation where I ended up drafting myself into a wall. You know? Oh, God. I was scared about drafting myself into a wall. I'm sorry. You're always gambling no matter what. You never know what's gonna show up. Dang it. I guess I can do passageway. Okay. Sure. Where are my classrooms, though? Where are my classrooms? Uh-oh, they're not showing up anymore. Locker room? To get even more pathing. With this many paths, I'll never fail. Right? I'll never fail. Okay, nothing in there. Classroom, okay. Whoa. I've never drafted the garage from this direction before. I want to see what it's like. But I can't. That's so weird, though. There's not normally a door here. Like, they just put the door here. You can't just move where the door is, but they did. You know, like, normally if you're drafting a room from, like, the other direction, quote unquote, it's from, like, a door that exists, but they've just turned it. But this is a new door. I really am so curious about it, but it doesn't actually matter as much as this classroom does. I said the classrooms were first priority, so, like, I need the classroom, okay? But that seems so interesting. Even if it's, like, actually nothing, it's just unique, I feel like. For me, at least. So, I am interested, but whatever. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remember the math and the vocab when it comes down to the final test. But, where are we? North? No, I mean, classroom would be fine. Okay. They didn't give me classroom. Let's just redraw until we get a classroom. Isn't that the best idea? What if they don't give me one? I feel like it's gonna be hard to get the classroom, right? Because there are fewer in the pool now. So you should use the redraws. Like, this is your best chance to get a classroom. Wow. That's crazy. It's gonna be so hard to get a classroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that last classroom is just not gonna show up, is it? I don't have any redraws at any other places. Okay, which means we go boudoir because that gives me 2 dice. The 9th classroom is impossible. But I think I have 10 now. I have 2 classrooms in my drafting pool, do I not? Like 2 defaultly there? I thought that I did. Can you give me the gem? Thanks. So... yes, we want this to point north. Special key. Silver key. Use. This is terrible. Rotunda. Just because it's pathing without being the archives. I don't think I'm gonna get it today either. I hate to be that guy, but it's not looking like I'm gonna... Oh. Okay. Oh my god! Okay. We did it! Reddington Elementary graduation. 8 years certainly flew by. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna fail. Final exam. Please take a seat. Okay. Is it timed? It is timed! Oh my god! Mount Holly Elementary. Final exam. Instructions. Your exam has begun. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to the curriculum covered over the previous 8 grades. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it and come back later. This is an open book exam, and you may use your notes and may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you've completed your exam, it will be graded remotely, and results will be sent to you the following day. The following day?! Okay. Sam left his house at 6 a.m. and drove 3 hours north and passed 8 flags. He then turned northwest at Tanner Fork and drove another 3 hours and passed 4 additional flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color were the flags? Okay. Northwest at Tanner Fork. Drove another 3 hours. Passed 4 additional flags. Trinsdale. I have to know where Tanner Fork and Trinsdale are from. This is not in the regular classroom notes, is it? Oh my god. A half an hour? There's no way. There's no way. Like, I have notes on Arindia, the history of Arindia, but would that be writing about Tanner Fork, or what's the other place? Trinsdale. No, I don't feel like it would be. Trinsdale. I mean, are we not just in the place that we're in now? Which would be red? Trinsdale. Sandy Heights. Dear Lord. Okay, we skip it for now. I don't remember Trinsdale. It's gonna drive me insane. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Yeah, wouldn't it be in Trinsdale? Did I ever take actual notes on a Sightseer's Guide to Reddington? You know, they're expecting people to possibly get up and go into other rooms, but I'm probably not going to do that. So I could take a little extra time, right? Trinsdale. I know, for you guys, you're like, my god, this is annoying because we can't see anything that you're doing. But just give me a second, okay? It's my one final exam. Private drive, west path. Like, am I being so dumb right now? Is Trinsdale so obvious? Okay. I don't know where the notes on that book would be, so we're skipping that one. In the scenario above, where does Sam live? Oh, well, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Obviously. Okay, what color is most often associated with hallways? Easy. It's orange. Okay. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairing? a chapel in Fen Aries, a shop in Arch Aries, a greenhouse in Kororika, a bedroom in Iraja. Well, I feel like Iraja is violet, so purple to purple seems like it would be fine. Yeah. Chapel in Fen Aries seems like red. Shop in Arch Aries, I did think it was yellow. Greenhouse in Kororika, I thought Kororika was orange, so I'm gonna say greenhouse. Greenhouse in Kororika. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps? I believe that'd be a banana. An orange is 5, red or green is 2, that's an apple. Only green. What fruit is only green? I don't know. It's yellow, it's a banana, right? Okay, solve the following problem. 5, 5, 2. Okay. 5, 5, 2. Our math. Where's our math? I only have the more complicated math written down. Okay, blue is plus, yellow is minus, pink is multiplication. Okay, so 5 minus 5 is 0, times 2 is 0, I guess. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. Okay. Solve the following problem. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, times 5. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1, 16, minus 5 is 11. I think there's so much math. Wow. Okay. Solve the following problem. 1 plus 0. Blue is plus, right? Okay. 1 plus 0 is 1. 4 is multiplication. 1 times 4 is 4. Purple is divide. 4 divided by 5 makes no sense. So you've lost me. I thought it was linear order. Okay. Oh. But I think it's 10. It's not 1 and 0, it's 10. 10 times 4 is 40. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to know that that is one number, but I think you're supposed to know that that's one number. Did that happen on this page? No. Okay, so 10 times 4 is 40. Divided by 5 is 8, right? 8 times 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. Yeah, 40. So 40 divided by 5 is 8, and then 8 minus 4 is 4. Okay. 1 minus 4 is -3. Times 2 is, that's times, right? Times 2, 3, -3 times 2 is -6. 3 times 2 is 6. Yeah, -6. Plus 7 is 1. Solve the following problem. 3 minus 4 is -1. Times 8 is -8. Divided by 2 is -4. Plus 5 is 1. 3 minus 4, -1. Times 8 is -8. Divided by 2 is -4. Plus 5 is 1. Okay. Which element on the periodic tables are represented by the symbol C? I didn't write down the periodic table. I think it's carbon. It's not calcium. I don't think it's copper. I don't think it's chlorine. I think chlorine is like CH. I think calcium is Ca. Copper might be something else entirely. I I feel like it's C, but I don't know. Which element appears in the periodic table directly below helium? So I don't even have the laboratory drafted. So I can't check these things, you know? Which element, and I'm not cheating by Googling, only in-game knowledge or stuff that I've written down. So below helium, I don't think it's H. I think H is next to it in some capacity, right? I don't know. Let's come back to it. Which of the following is not a real element found on the periodic table? I don't know. Let's come back to it. Represented by the symbol AG. That's gold. Oh, a silver. I thought it was gold, but it must be silver. Gold is what, AU maybe? I don't remember. Which element could not be used in the spelling in the spelling of the word clues? Carbon would be the C. Uranium maybe is U. Radon. Chlorine. Maybe chlorine is Cl, not Ch? I don't know. How many elements are on the top row of the periodic table? 2? It's either 2 or 4. The city of Fen is south of which small body of water? Okay. City of Fen. South of which small body of water? Trinsdale Lake, Sea of Aries, Morning Bay, Cora Cove. Dang. I didn't technically write that down. I thought that I kind of had written down the waters a little bit on my map, but I didn't really. No, but I have another map. I should have another map. We're gonna have to do this all over again on a different day if we want to get 100%. There's no way I'm acing it today. I have another map, I just don't know where I drew it. I mean, I thought I had another map, but in actuality, what if that's like erased or something? Okay. The city of Fen, they said? City of Fen is south of which small body of water? Well, I have this map that has Mount Holly on it and 100 Bells and the Arias River and Trinsdale Lake, but it doesn't have the city of Fen on it. How close is Fen to the... So, like, Trinsdale Lake. So, if we go back to page 1, he arrived at Trinsdale. So, that means that the flags are red. Because Trinsdale is in, Fen. So, he lives in the grand city of Fen. Unless they're saying because he passed north, he turned at Tanner Fork. He drove north and arrived at Trinsdale. And I have Trinsdale Lake on this map that also has Reddington on it. That would make me think that he lives in Fen, but I'm not positive. But also, if we think about it, north. So Fen is below Trinsdale Lake, probably. Those ones are answered. Those ones are answered. Those ones are answered. Those ones are answered. Okay. We've skipped a lot of the periodic table ones. So, it is south of Trinsdale Lake, but I don't know if it's exactly south of Trinsdale Lake. But it's definitely probably more south than it is of the Sea of Aries. That would be even higher if it were above it, you know? Morning Bay is not on this map. Cora Cove doesn't seem like it would be there. I'd say Trinsdale Lake, but I might be making big assumptions here. How many cities in Fen Aries are larger than Reddington? How am I supposed to know? In that other room, we had things written down such as, I don't know, Oris and Fen and Colossus, Arinda, like those are in one room, but like I don't know if they're significant. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aries? Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aries? Oh, that's easy. Okay. Arch Aries is, and Araja is, and Nuance is. Kororika is way far away. Okay. How many questions did they say? Which sigil core denotes the realm of Arch Aries? The mountain crown thingy, this first one. What realm is directly north of Araja? Fen Aries. Where are you right now as you take this exam? I'm in Mount Holly. Where's that other page that I was just looking at with that other map? I don't have time to misplace things. Where's the smaller page of notes that I just had? Okay. Here we go. I am in Mount Holly, which is in Reddington, which is in Fen Aries. I think. I mean, it's definitely not number 1, and it's not number 4. I don't think it's... Yeah, no, I mean, I know where I am. Okay. Which two pieces of art would be best paired to depict the letter B? Birch tree and oak tree, hail bay and mug of ale, birds in a bookstore, wings and honey. What? Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? Face and ace are Trinsdale and Realize, maybe? Isn't? Oh, not displayed in grade 5 classroom. Okay, I don't think I have notes on it, but like, let's just check. Classroom, grade 5. Oh, right. Okay, so they were doing robot root, acorn, corn. Which are so for this one, which two pieces of art would best pair to depict the letter B? It has to have that as the one letter that's different. None of those have that. It has to... What does it do? Robot root. Well, that's what they were doing. I want to go back and check classroom 5. Can you find the difference? BIMR. What? Okay, can I find the difference? I don't know. This is an extremely hard test. I was not prepared for this level. I took so many notes, but some of these things, the notes are not even enough. Like, you need out of game knowledge. Like, you need to be smart. Oh my god. Okay. I will get back to my map eventually. So Nuance, Iraja, Arch Ares. And then the lady, I believe, is Arindia. So the difference clearly would be Nuance, Iraja, Fen, Ares, Arch Ares. I have no clue. I actually just don't understand that question at all. Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Ares? Okay. Fourth king. First crowned ruler of Fen Ares. The first crowned ruler of Fen Ares. Prince Learson of Fen declared himself true monarch. Prince Learson. In which era were the railways of Fen Ares destroyed? The railways. The third era was defined by the construction of railways. So it has to be after the third era. Okay. So, I mean, the sixth? Probably? How long did the War of the Fifth Era last? 22 years. 22 years. Okay. What was the first capital city of Fen Ares? Grand City of Fen? First capital city. It was Oars fallen, black flags burned, red flags raised. Grand City of Fen, I would guess. Which realm gifted Fen Ares a dirigible to headway their victory parade at the conclusion of the war? Dang it, why do I feel like I've heard about a dirigible? But that's not in my notes. I mean, it's not in these notes at the very least. Well, they did, Arch Ares and Nuance did join forces. So it easily could be one of them. Skip it for now. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? Southern shores? Well, then it can't be the Angel Tower, because I just saw in my notes earlier that the Angel Tower was north. I definitely have a map somewhere here where the Angel Tower is north. Oh my god, I'm ripping the pages of my book. It's okay though, they were already definitely all falling out. Angel Tower is north. Museum of Fen. Seems like it's weird that that would be the answer. Colossus Arindia. That sounds right. I don't think it's Mount Holly. I think it's probably Colossus Arindia. Oh my god, there's so many questions. Solve the following problems. Okay. So, if I looked at my thing that was like 7, like, do you do the circle first or after? Why don't I just write it down? Okay, always go left to right. Yeah, but do I go inside to outside or outside to inside? Like, do I do 7? If it was 7 minus 5 is 2, and then equals 2 squared equals 4. Okay, cool. So, for this first one, it's just 6 squared, 36. Okay, for this one, it's 3 Oh. What do you do if it's first? In all my options, it wasn't first. Okay, but left to right, so we would do it first, right? So 3 squared is 9. Minus 3 is 6. Okay. And then the diamond is square root. So the square root of 12 is a number that I don't understand. So I'm very confused. Why do you want me to do the square root of 12? It's not a thing. Do you want me to do 1 plus 2 is 3 and the square root of 3? Because that also makes no sense. I don't know. Okay. 11 divided by 3 is not a good number that I like. But then we have to round. Okay, so 3 can fit into 11 about 3 or 4 times. It's closer to the number 4, I would say, right? Than it is to the number 3. But without a calculator, I ain't doing that math. Oh, okay, this is a big problem. 4 squared is 16, plus 5 is 21, times 2 is 42, minus 1 is 41, square root of 41. I don't know. Like, these square roots, quote unquote, don't make any sense to me. The diamond is a square root, but why are you doing a square root that makes no sense? I don't know. I don't know something about the math. I'm missing something. 5? Like, I must be doing the order wrong or something. Well, I can't be doing the order wrong for this one. There is no other order. But for this one, maybe? Oh, yeah, because you do the square, you do it first, maybe. I mean, we didn't for the other time, but whatever. Let's just pretend. So 4 squared is 16, plus 5 is 21, times 2 is 42, and then 1, like, let's just pretend it's a 1, 41, I don't know. And let's just pretend that this one is, 144. I don't know. It's not, but whoops. Okay. Okay. I at least want to see all the questions. 5. What am I doing? 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Times 3 is 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, wait. 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5, plus another 2.5 is 7.5. Rounded to the nearest whole number is 7. Well, I don't really know what the nearest whole number is. If it's a 0.5, do you go up or down? You maybe go up, so it's 8, maybe? Minus 1 is 7. Times 6 is 7 times 6 is 56. No, 42. 7 times 6 is 42. What is the blue? 42 plus 100 is 142. Rounded to the nearest 3 lines is the nearest 100 would be 100. Okay, how many more pages are there? Oh. Okay, what was the Eurasian word for house? Hue. What does nev mean in Eurasian? Nev is new. Y-A-I-T. Gate. New gate. The phrase trivia can be translated in several different ways, which the following is not an acceptable interpretation. T-R-E. Tree. I-V-E-N. V-E-N. I-V-E-N. Oh, V-E-N. Old. Tree, old. L-E. A lack of myself. C. Okay, how would you say the following phrase in Arajan? You have a very, very long name. Very, very, very long name. Dang. I don't know. Name. You. I don't know. None of those words make sense to me. How would you tell Arajan, count me out? Count me out. I don't know. I just want to see all the questions. I don't know. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that my screen was on the question for long enough for me to look at it later when I'm editing. That was a nightmare. Okay, so I definitely did not ace the final exam, but we saw the final exam. I guess we're going to find out our grade tomorrow, they said. I'm assuming that it will have submitted and everything, you know. There were many questions that I didn't even answer. Let's unpack that real quick for a second. Or should we finish drafting first? Okay, let me come in here. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. That was so fun though. Like what an experience, you know? But it's just crazy that I have to somehow get the classrooms again. Even though I feel like it's that hard to draft the classrooms, I have to be able to do it again. At least one more time. But I'll try to be as prepared as I possibly can be before I take the final exam for the next time. I guess let me just get the rumpus room here because it has pathing. And there are 2 dice over here, which is interesting. But did I miss the coins? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Let me just, draft out the rest of the rooms because I want to backtrack through the classrooms. Dark room is fine. I don't want to backtrack to the thing, so I'm just gonna do it like this. I've got a gem, sure, why not? Try it. What is it? Aquarium. Okay. Sure. I don't think the compass is gonna help at this point, but thanks. Lockpick. Okay. Observatory. More stars are always good to rack up. Oh, a trunk. Oh, secret garden key. Thank you. I want to unpack a little bit of the test. The questions that I feel like I know that I got right, I'm going to be writing down in my notes. So that next time, I won't need to read that question anymore. I could just be like, okay, this one's A, this one's B, this is whatever, you know? Apple, greenhouse flowers, the slice, and what is this one? Oh, diamond miner. Okay. Thanks for the benefits that I won't really get to utilize. So yeah, we'll be able to save a lot of time next time just simply by having the answers that we already worked through already known. So I'll definitely do that. Okay, we're gonna have 20 extra steps next time, which is great. There's one more room that I can draft off of the weight room. But okay, I do want to look at my Could we rotunda over to the... Oh yeah, it's not the weight room, it's the gymnasium. We could rotunda over to the gymnasium. Sure. Let me through. Thank you very much. And we've got one door over here, just for the sake of completeness. Maybe there's something that I'm forgetting about that I would really like to draft here. Well, morning room is super helpful. Sure. Okay, extra steps and extra gems at the start of next episode. Can't complain about that. I don't need this coupon book, but okay. So briefly, let me unpack some of the questions from the test that I feel like maybe we could have gotten right, that I fumbled a little bit or something, you know? Let's check this classroom. This is the algebra classroom. There's something that I'm fundamentally missing about their math. Because sometimes they're asking for something to be square rooted. And as far as I remember, that's not how square roots work. Oh, there's a key in here that I missed. Wow, that's crazy. Or no, keys were spread throughout the house. Okay. Remember, don't square till you're there. Sandra just wrote no idea for one of them. Remember, don't square till you're there. That makes it sound like squaring should be done after. It's not a first priority. That person got a C. That person got a C+. This person got a D+. I don't have much to go off of here, you know? Like, there's not much success. But that's okay. Whatever. This person got 8 out of 12. 8 out of 12 being a C seems crazy to me. But okay, whatever. Like, they got the majority of the questions right, and that's a C? Okay. So, that means that there are 4 questions that they got wrong. I feel like they definitely got number 1 correct. They definitely got number 2 incorrect. But maybe not. What if that's how you do... Like, what if it's not the square root? What if it's flipping the digits? And it's not a math equation at all. 16 diamond is 6-1. It could be. If I were to do this worksheet... Okay. Let's go first column. I would say 3 squared is 9. Next. 3 squared is 9 minus 5 is 4. Next. 7 minus 5 is 2. Squared is 4. Next. 3 times 2 is... Okay, so let me write this down. So we have 9, correct. We have 3 squared is 9 minus 5 is 4, correct. Then the next one, I was thinking 7 minus 5 is 2, squared is 4, so they got it incorrect. And then 3 times 2 is 6, squared is 36, so they got it correct. You know, based off of my math. Okay, 2 squared is 4. Times 1? 4 times 1 is 4, squared is 16. So they got it correct. The next one. 5 times 2 is 10. Squared is 100. Plus 5 is 105. Minus 95 is 10. Squared is 100. So they got it correct. 16 square root is 4, so they got it incorrect. 12 square root of 12, I would have thought that the square root of 12 is a weird number. And then -2. You know, so like I don't get that one. Question mark. 30 minus 5 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So they would have gotten it incorrect. 21.7 rounded to the nearest whole number would be 22, I would think. Oh wait, they have two options of rounding. One line is rounded to the nearest whole number. 2 lines is rounded to the nearest 10. So I would think that the first one is nearest whole number would be 22, which they would have gotten wrong. And then the next one where it's 2 lines, that's the nearest 10. So I would think that one would be 20. So they would also get it wrong. And then 59.6 rounded to the nearest 3 is 100, right? Rounded to the nearest 100, so it would be 0? And then 59.6 rounded to the nearest whole number would be 60. So you'd have 0? No. Round it. Oh, you can round up because it's 60 rounded up. So it would be 100 minus 60 is 40. 40. They would have gotten that one correct. So based on my math, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 incorrect. So that means they're doing something right that I'm not. That means they're probably doing the diamond thing correct. If you do the diamond thing the way they're doing it, then 16 would be 61, and they would get that one correct. And then 12 would be 2, 1. So 21 minus 2 would be 19, and they did get that one correct. And then the next 3, they got incorrect. So that would be the 4 incorrect that they got. Okay, so we have a new rule. The diamond is switch order. Switch order. Okay, it is not square root. I'm gonna lock that in because there's no way it could be square root for some of those questions. That's on me for never like fully taking the time to make sure I figured it out, because I would see on these question sheets that it said square root of 12, and I was always like, I don't know because that doesn't make any sense, and I never actually tried to figure it out for real. So that's one little thing. And that will, I think that'll lock in the algebra section for me. I think we're good on algebra. Let's go to another classroom. Art is another one that I need to re-explore. Okay, what is this one? History. First crowned ruler. Oh, wow. I just have the whole... I must have this in my notes. But where? Because it's not on my room of classroom notes. I don't think. There's not enough room. I must have extended classroom notes somewhere. Grade 6. Oh, I do have it. Oh man, so I got that one wrong. First crown ruler of Fen Aries is General Teskin. City named after is Oris. How many sons? 2. How long? 22 years. We already knew that one. And what flag was forbidden to be flown? The black flag. Oh, whoops. Which realm did not ally with Fen Aries? Arch Aries. Okay, I have all those questions written down and the right answers. Well, what I'm assuming are the right answers. But the first crown ruler they're saying is General Teskin, according to this. So we'll try and make sure that we know that for next time. Would the slideshow tell me anything that I didn't already know? Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. That's when the railroads are being deconstructed. I think I probably got that right. The 6th era? I think I got that right. Unless it's the 5th era. Oh, the current era is the 5th era. So maybe the 6th era doesn't make any sense. Was the 5th era an option though? I don't remember. And then this one. Can we tell? Who loaned the dirigible or whatever? I don't know, but I swear I read about that somewhere or saw it somewhere. I did, I just don't know where. Huh. Okay, well that's that. I mean, I'm here. I don't think I'm going to circle back around to the dark room anyway, and it wouldn't matter, but I mean, I don't think it would matter, but like, let's just do that anyway because I'm here. Okay. Huh. I need to find the art classroom, please. Like, I want to go through all this now while the classrooms are here. You know, so that I'll know how much I know and how much I need to find out. Do I need to go back to the other classroom though? Gosh. I don't remember if I revisited that one before I rotated the rotunda. What is this room? Okay, that's the algebra room. We've done it. Rotating the rotunda. Or can I go through here? Passageway? Locker room? Okay. Passageway. Locker room. Grade 8. Grade 8 is the language one. Okay. I wrote down all of these words. And I wrote down the notes and stuff. That's what I have to look at in my notes. I wrote down all this stuff. What I didn't write down was the full sentence options that the people have done here. I don't think. So that might help if I did some of that. But also if I had a little more time, I think I would have been able to get through that section a little bit. But obviously I was extremely rushed at that point. So we won't worry about the vocab for now because I do have most everything in my notes. Which way do I need to go? Classroom, commissary, pool, foundation. Okay. From the foundation. Kitchen is a dead end anyway. Okay. I need to know the answer to this. So there is a deer. There's a crowbar. There's a dessert or a flan or whatever you want to call it. There's a car. There's a plane. There's a bride. So for the question about whatever one isn't in here, I will write it down when I'm editing, whatever the answer is. But now, draw 2 things that share all but one letter of their name. That's not how to answer the other question that was like birch tree, oak tree, right? Because those ones, was there an option that did that? On quick perusal, it didn't seem like there was an option that did that. Did the music stop for you guys? I can still hear my footsteps, but the music just stopped. Okay, whatever. So we'll have to look more closely at that other question. I don't know what that's about. Basic math, we know. I think we got the basic math on lock. I think I got all the math except for the fact that I didn't know that the thing was to switch the things. Okay. And colors, I think we're in general fine on colors. The last thing I feel like that I need is I need a laboratory to look at the periodic table again. And I need map knowledge. And then there were some complicated questions at the end there that I didn't even get to check. Is there anything else for me to look at here? We could look at the entrance hall. I mean, there was a question about that. Face. Ace. Trinsdale. Yeah. I think I got that question right. Okay. So I don't think that there's anything else I can check right now. Well, where's the classroom with the maps in it? Oh, there are 2 classrooms this other way. Here. Does it normally get so dark like this? Like the sun is setting. Which I feel like makes sense, but I mean, I've had long, long days before, right? Why does it look so much like it's actually getting really dark? Like, what happens when it gets all the way dark? I don't feel like I've experienced this before. Huh. Grade 3. Oh, there's a periodic table in the classroom. Oh, okay, that's nice. How many are on the top row? 2, we got that. What is directly below HE, I think they were asking, would be NE. Okay. And then they're asking about a lot of specific elements. Like which one is silver? I said, or which is AG? I said silver. And I do see that there, but like there's nothing to tell me that it's silver. And then they were asking which one's carbon. I think it's C, definitely. Okay, I'll cross-reference for the questions that were like, you know, which one is not really like on the thing or whatever. Like I'll check a little bit, but is there any place that you can tell me the actual like there's nothing on here that's going to tell me the actual, I don't know why I'm picking these things up. Tell me the actual elements? Do I have to Google it? I don't remember anymore. Uranium is U. Okay. Maybe we can use process of elimination about the other ones. Because uranium we know is U. Carbon, I mean, I feel like it's C. Is it not? Isn't it right at the near the top of the periodic table? And that's the highest one up is a C. Okay, so cool. I totally forgot that there was a science room. Oh, whoops, we want to go this way. What is this classroom? Okay, grade 4. So there were some curious things going on with the map knowledge, okay? Some really odd things. This can't be, oh, it can be zoomed in on. They don't put cities or anything on here, though. I already have this general map drawn. I already had all of this knowledge, I'd say. Unless there's really nuanced things about it. I feel like I already knew most all of that. The Great Tress, that like water in the middle there, I had that written down. Like I have all this stuff written down. But this I did not have written down. Like this actual map, I wrote down the name of the places and the little symbols, but I did not write down their location. So this is Fen Aries. I guess we'd say maybe that it has 1, 2, 3 major cities: Fen, Reddington, and Oris. And the city that's right above, or the body of water that's right above Fen, is Morning Bay. Okay. So the answer to what is above Fen is Morning Bay. And how many cities are in Fen Aries? We'd say 3. And Mount Holly is in Reddington, which I already knew. I got that one right. Okay. And then the one that was about the shoreline or whatever? Colossus Orinda? Okay, so this map was extremely important. I drew every other map, but this map was the one that I actually needed to know. I only wrote down the information. I did not draw the map. Why didn't I just draw this map as well? I drew the symbols. Like, are you kidding me? I drew the symbols and not the map. Okay. It's fine. I should really post... Maybe I'll like record a video or something flipping through my notes so that you guys can see my new notes and see the type of information that I was working with. I could just post the relevant stuff, but I'll maybe just post all of it. It's so much that I feel like no one would really be interested in like doing a deep dive, like actually looking at everything. But you would get a general gist of what I'm working with. Okay. I think that finally is a double checking of every room, every classroom, and therefore every bit of knowledge that I think I was working with. Maybe. I guess. Okay, so the last thing is that if I come out here, is it getting day again? It is 7:25 at night or in the morning. Has the sun officially set? Like, there are no sunbeams anymore, which is actually giving the impression that it's bright. Like, brighter than it just was. But it's not brighter, right? It's darker. Like, this is what nighttime looks like. Nothing changes or anything, right? Let me just double check that there's nothing going on in the schoolhouse. Okay. I didn't know if maybe because I've taken the test now that something would be going on there. Okay. Gosh, I did so bad on the test, but at the same time, like, not as bad as I could have done. But they really don't give you enough time to take it in one go, I feel like. You have to take it multiple times. Like, you would have to know all of the answers pretty much immediately in order to have enough time. Like, you would have to not be working through things in a distinct, like in a legitimate manner. If it's just like, let me read through the question, think about it, and calculate the answer and write it down. Read through the question, think about it, calculate the answer, write it down. Then you could get it all in one go. But if you have to read the question, think about it, check your notes, calculate the answer, then it's not going to be enough time. So, if you knew all of that knowledge in your own head, I think you'd have enough time. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's call it. I don't need to call it in the sauna, right? I call it anywhere. Okay. I just wanted to spend a little time out here while it was dark because it seemed curious to me. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna get any darker. It's hard to say. But it is weird how the sun set, and I don't feel like I've noticed that before. But I always thought it should. Okay. No. Also no. Here. You gotta call it where you see the stars and the moon. Call it a day. Call it. That was invigorating. I'll try to maybe update you guys on what I have for answers next time. Like, I'll write everything down that I think that I know, and then I'll write down the questions that I don't think I know yet, and we can see about how much I feel like I'm prepared for and how much more information I feel like I still need to double check. Okay. That's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye now.